Hey everyone, how's it going? So today I'm actually going to be doing a hotel style workout in my apartment complex. So it's not going to be like a traditional hotel workout, but my apartment complex is actually very similar to what I would see somewhere that I'm staying. So this is perfect for anyone who's trying to travel and stay in shape and all that kind of good stuff. So today we're actually going to do a shoulder workout. So be a lot of good tips in there, and I'm strictly only going to stick to equipment that I can use in a hotel. I won't, cheat and use stuff that I know is not going to be there. That's unrealistic. So it's, even with the dumbbells that we go up to as well, I'll try and keep it as minimal as possible. So let's get to it. All right, so like I mentioned, we're gonna hit shoulders right now. This is my hotel gym, or not my hotel gym, this is my apartment gym. It's very similar to probably a more upscale hotel. There's a little bit more equipment than you normally see, but we are just gonna go with it because COVID is kind of limiting my ability to travel as much as I'd like. So we're gonna start off with a shoulder workout in here. Shoulders are one of my personal favorite exercises, and when it comes to traveling, it's probably the easiest muscle group to be able to hit because it doesn't take a lot for them to really be stimulated, and they're also one of those muscles that once they're really developed, they really just kind of build the overarching shadow of your physique. They really make you stand out. So to start, we're gonna do a side delt variation. So with this, we're gonna hit more of the medial delt. So right in this location, we're actually gonna do a superset, one of my favorite things. So here, fortunately, the dumbbells just go up to 50 pounds. So that's gonna be perfect because any sort of hotel gym you go to, generally speaking, they're only gonna have up to 50. So we're gonna start with doing something that I call penguins, and that's where you're arching your head up like this with the weight, and you're just coming to about a third of the way here. And then we're gonna do full range of motion with lighter weight. So we'll start with this. Mama told me I'm her brightest star. Mama told me don't hate on the law because everybody got a job. Because everybody want me a star. So that movement, what I'll normally do is with the really heavy weight, when we're starting off, I'll try to hit with that third rep form, anywhere from 15 to 20 reps. And then after that, I wanna go with the lighter weight, full range of motion, and you're going to do anywhere from 10 to 12 reps. All right, so next we're going to do rear delts, which the rear delts are actually probably the most neglected part of people's shoulders. Everyone is, generally speaking, more front delt dominant from all the pressing and everything. And that's because most of the time people, when they're bench pressing, incline pressing, anything like that, they are not pinning their shoulders back. So they're activating more of their shoulders because at the top of the movement, they're sort of pushing up and rounding forward, and you're activating more of your delt, putting more of the stress on your delt than you are in your actual chest. So rear delt, which is back here, it's this tiny muscle right here, is neglected a lot because A, it's very, very difficult to execute form properly with doing it, especially people who are beginners, and B, it's just not something people think to do. Like when they usually come into the gym and they do shoulders, what's the first thing everyone does? They grab, your dumbbells, and they start jerking away, they start doing this, whatever, or this, whatever, they start looking like a clown. So that is not at all what you want to do when you're coming in and doing shoulders. Rear delts and your medial delt is probably the two most important parts of the shoulder to develop. So for rear delts, you're gonna have any sort of bench at any gym you go to, any hotel you go to, they're gonna have something like this. So I'd recommend putting it up in an incline position like you can do incline press. And then what you're gonna do is you wanna mount it like this, lean over the top, and then when you're at this position, you wanna just relax your shoulders forward. See how I just like kind of dislocated them from my traps? So you don't wanna activate your traps in this movement. And then you just wanna, just like that. So for this, we're gonna do 4 sets, 15 reps, high volume. All right, so now that we're done with those, we're going to do some sort of shoulder press. So every gym that I've been to in a hotel, they always go to 50. So we'll just start off with something lighter just to start, because I want to show a variation that doesn't require much weight to really get a good burnout. So Arnold Schwarzenegger actually made these pretty famous back in his day. So the variation that we're going to do is when we come up here, you're gonna rotate your wrists outward with your shoulders on the way up, and then back in on the way down. So you're gonna come right here to the front of your face and just press up. And then for this, you're just gonna wanna do 4 sets of 12. Okay, so now for the final exercise we're going to do, generally for shoulders, by the way, I like to do anywhere from 4 to 5 sets. It doesn't take a whole lot to stimulate them, and sometimes maybe throughout the week, depending on what my program looks like, I'll even just tag them on to the back of like a chest workout one time of the week and a shoulder workout and a time of the week, and I'll do 2 exercises for each day at the end, or 2 and 3, whatever. So the final exercise that we're going to do is actually called Xiao Jun Raises. He's a famous Chinese Olympic weightlifter, and I've found these to just be absolutely killer for the end of a shoulder workout. I'm always implementing them in my plan, at least every other week, or sometimes even, every time I do shoulders, because it just burns so good. I highly recommend them. You're going to be hitting your medial delt, your front deltoid. Really good over the head movement. So what we're going to use is actually plates. So we're not going to use like standard dumbbells. We're just going to use plates instead, just because of the grip that you want, and also the range of motion that we're going for. So you're going to start here with your hands angled together, and then you're going to rotate outward on the way up, touch at the top, come back down. For this, you want to aim to do anywhere from 10 to 15 reps, mortal failure. So that's pretty much it for shoulders. We did 4 exercises, primarily targeting in our medial delts, also our rear deltoids. You get a little bit of front delt in there, but again, because the front deltoid is so overly worked, I don't like to implement a lot. Like, by the way, don't do this. Don't waste your time with front raises. Complete waste of time. Your front delts are getting stimulated with so many other exercises, from back to chest. You really don't need to do that, it's just excessive. And then you're overdeveloping to the point that, you know, your medial delt, your rear delt, your anterior, everything just kind of looks like it's lacking because your front deltoids are so overbuilt. But so this is my hotel style shoulder workout. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, please remember to like, leave a comment. I always love feedback, whether it's positive or negative. I take it all into consideration. And please, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.